When most of us board a cruise ship, well, we're kind of thinking about all the fun we're going to have, the great food we're going to eat, the wonderful people we're going to meet. We're not thinking about what would we do if we witnessed a crime on the ship. But you know what? That can happen. In fact, the FBI recently released a report that said we should all be aware of what to do if a crime does happen to us or we see a crime happen to someone else on a cruise ship. Let me explain. So, when you're on a cruise ship, you don't necessarily just dial 911 for help. So, we're going to go into the details of what you should do if you witness a crime or are the victim of a crime. And we're going to go into a recent report released by the FBI regarding statistics for crimes for the first quarter of this year, from January through March of 2026. And the results, well, it might surprise you. Now, first off, I'm not making this video to say, hey, beware, don't go on cruise ships, anything but. I'm just trying to say what you should do to protect yourself and be aware of what could happen. But let's admit it. Crime, it happens back in your hometown too. So it happens everywhere. And cruise ships, well, they're no exception. Now, when does the FBI become involved in an incident? Well, cruise ships all have their own security personnel. But if that cruise ship has embarked or disembarked from the United States or is actually registered with the United States, then it can become an FBI problem. Now, for thefts, they have to be $10,000 or more of property that has been stolen. And for crimes, well, let's see what that report said. First off, this report is alleged crimes that happened during the first quarter. They have not been proven yet. And I shouldn't say happened during the first quarter because they were reported during the first quarter. They might have actually happened in 2025. So Royal Caribbean had the highest raw total, 14 alleged incidents. Carnival had 11. Norwegian had 5. MSC and Princess each had 4. And Celebrity had 2. Disney, Margaritaville at Sea, and Virgin Voyages, well, they each had 1. So when you look at these numbers, you might say, well, Royal Caribbean or Carnival, got to be careful on their ships. But you've got to understand that this report, like any statistics, can be misleading because it doesn't say just the number of incidents reported. It doesn't take into account how many ships these lines actually have, how many passengers were on the ship, how many sailing days, to give you a true percentage. So don't blame any one cruise line. So of those 43 incidents reported, 24 were classified as rape and an additional 13 as sexual assaults. And being a woman, well, it's kind of horrifying. And 5 involved theft of more than $10,000, and I believe 1 was for firing or tampering with a vessel. And when it says firing, it means setting a fire or tampering with the vessel equipment itself, which that's very scary too. Kind of sounds like terrorist activity. Now, one more thing. These are incidents reported, right? United States. The ship had a dock here, right? Embark or disembark. But cruise ships are all over the world, right? In March, my husband and I will be flying to London, and we will be taking a princess cruise around Ireland, and then we'll be flying home from London. So if something happened on that cruise ship, well, it won't be reported in these US statistics. So what I'm getting at is cruise ships sail all around the world. And I am sure there are many more incidents. It's just they're not in this report. So I remember, I think it was 2024, where a crew member had actually hidden a camera in a person's cabin bathroom and was taking pictures. It was discovered and he was prosecuted. And it wasn't the only time he had done that. And he ended up getting 30 years in prison. So maybe not a bad idea just when you go into your cruise room, just look under that sink, look at anything facing a shower, just to be safe. But really, that's true of any hotel room you go into or any other place, not just a cruise ship. Oh, and one more thing, just in case you'd find that camera, don't touch it. Take a picture of it, immediately report it to the ship's security and let them handle it because there's evidence on there and there could even be fingerprints on there. So leave it alone. And I know just this month, I believe it was reported that there was a hair care professional on a cruise ship that had, I believe, two different women had said, give the women a free massage, acted like that's part of their ship's duties. Anyway, and when the women got the massage, well, they got some areas touched that they didn't want touched. And so, yes, that person, even though they're a crew member, is getting reported. But it's not just crew members. You have to look at everyone on a ship. I mean, for most of us, we're on a ship with total strangers. And most of the people, they're just there to have a good time. But remember, always situational awareness. And yes, that's my prepping background, right? Always look for an exit for a room, look who's sitting around you, look and think what could happen. But do that on a cruise ship too. Now, again, one of the things that report said was thefts 10,000 and above. So if your wallet got stolen, unless you had more than $10,000 in it, or a necklace, a piece of jewelry, or you lost your cell phone, well, that wouldn't be reported. And also, not included in this report is if the crime would happen while you're out on a port. It didn't happen on the ship. In that case, if something happened, of course, you should call local authorities and report it to your ship. And depending on what happens, if you're injured, you may want to contact your local embassy or consulate to contact local family members or to get medical care. But those type of crimes, not in this report. Oh, talking about jewelry, I sometimes see people, men that have to have the very expensive Rolex or Philippe, whatever it is, watches, right? Of course, they might be fake. I can't tell the difference. But anyway, have to wear them. The women with expensive jewelry, the best thing is leave that stuff at home. Don't make yourself a target when you're out in port or even when you're on the ship. Just leave them at home. And then you never have to do a report where my watch, it was stolen. Won't be a problem if you leave it at home. Now, one thing I've noticed over the years, and yes, I've been prone to this too, is you're on vacation and you're in a completely strange city. And yet you go downtown, do all this type of things like you're completely safe. And in my hometown, I wouldn't go downtown in certain areas that are sketchy alone at night. So why do it when you're in a strange city? Sometimes our common sense, well, it just leaves us when we're on vacation. So always be aware. Don't wander into an area or have someone say, well, I know the perfect jewelry shop just right around this corner or right down this alley, right? Be careful. And whether you're in port or on the ship, never tell anyone your cabin number and don't drink so many drinks that you're intoxicated and you don't know what's going on. You are making yourself a victim. And always, whether on the ship or on the port, watch your drink to make sure that nothing additional gets added to it. Vacations, well, they should be relaxing, but don't switch off that part of your brain that protects you. So, what do you do if you witnessed a crime or you were the victim of a crime? And it is one that you could report to the FBI. Well, the first thing is you report it to the ship's security and you take pictures of injuries if necessary. If it is an assault, you go to the infirmary on the ship, you let them know it is so they can protect evidence, and then you can also report it to the FBI once you get home. And the reason you want to do these things is you want to do it immediately when something happens, because once you get to port, well, your assailant could get off the ship. Any witnesses could disembark. So timing is important. Now know that ship emergency number. It may not be 911. It might be on your key card or on your phone in your cabin. Put it on your cell phone so you have it. And if something happens, you report your name, your cabin number, your exact location, what happened, is anyone injured, and any other pertinent details. Oh, and always mention, of course, if you're in immediate danger. And ask for a written report from the ship so you will have that. That's kind of important for documenting what happened. So if you have to contact the FBI, well, their number is 1-800-CALL-FBI. You know that using alphabet letters, great, when we used to have the old phones, but for cell phones, not that helpful. So it is 1-800-225-5324. Again, put this number in your cell phone and put the numbers of any embassy or consulates where the ports you are visiting. Then you have all the information at your fingertip. But keep all this information in perspective. I have been taking cruise after cruise, and I have never had anything happen to me or saw anything happen on the ship. Crime can happen anywhere. It's just your ship is kind of like a little community in the water. So there's always good people, but there always is some bad people too. So don't be fearful when you're on a cruise ship. Just be aware and know what to do if something happens. That way, you're in control. So let's go over what you need to do. First, call your ship security people immediately. Second, seek any medical help and preserve evidence. Third, you can contact local police or FBI if applicable. And before you sail, you load those numbers that we just talked about, right? The FBI number, the ship number, etc. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen, better known as Prepper Potpourri Escapes, and I have a travel channel, but I also have a prepping channel because I think prepping for the everyday just makes sense. And it also makes sense for your cruises. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If so, give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing. It's much appreciated. And remember, adventure awaits. Thank you.